looks like I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. Two co-hosts in maximum effort. Welcome to Can Chronicle Live. I'm your host, John Camo. Some of you know me by my Twitter name is Dixie Enormous. Hopefully, we'll have an entertaining show for you tonight. If not, it's Eric's fault. Back with me are both co-hosts, Eric D and Boozy B. So, you know what to do. Run to the fridge, grab your pricks and ciders, tell all the cronks that the Can Chronicle is live. Hey, guys.
Hey, John. Hi, Boozy.
If I happen to fall asleep, just put me on mute, okay?
Why do you snore?
Yeah, you snore. Well, before you fall asleep, how was your drama-free turkey weekend?
Who said it was drama-free?
Well, as long as you don't talk about politics, and there's a few items you don't talk about during Thanksgiving or Christmas, and usually you can get through it. You know, it's how it is in my family.
Oh no, I am very selective with who I spend my holidays with. So no drama with the family, but maybe at home a little bit.
Well, sorry. Eric, how did yours go?
I had a great Thanksgiving. Spent it with my uncle and my aunt in Braintree. It was a good time.
Mm-hmm. Well, ours was a good time, but threw my back out last week. Kind of nervous about it, because I have rods in my back, so I'm waiting to see what's going on. And Mullins decided during Thanksgiving night she was going to break her foot. So she broke her foot, and she's never been hurt before in her life. Never used crutches before. We have stairs. So
first time in a cast, yeah.
No, a walking boot, and gonna see the podiatrist this week. So yeah, I hope all the cronks had a great Thanksgiving, and we're gonna see a podiatrist and see. So I have to figure out how to pick her up and carry her to the pickup truck to get her there, because we got a couple of stairs.
Detective Mullins, don't be afraid to make John do everything.
Well, get her a little scooter. Get one of those mini scooters.
You got her a scooter so she can do half of it.
If you hear a certain ring during the show, you guys might have to take over for about 30, 40 seconds, because I might have to run over and help her with something, okay? So she's got a bell on her scooter. You know.
Oh, John.
Poor Mullins. Yes. I know. There you go, Mullins. So yeah. So we got so much tonight, and we will get to what I'm sure the majority of people are coming here for. But I had the pleasure last week of engaging with a I don't know. Well, I guess because we're getting closer to that civil trial, and there's this fundraiser kickoff, the McAlbert PR tour. The Trolls have officially begun their mating season. And I had the pleasure of engaging with one of them. And it's a real macho burner account, you know, big muscles, big attitude. And until it started texting. And then it sounded a whole lot like a 14-year-old girl who just lost the homecoming queen contest. Right? So we're gonna go through a little bit of the fun I had with this person. So let's bring this up, right? Let's get to all right. So we're gonna call this the third row troll. Okay. And so it started off, they texted me at it was 2:40 in the morning. Of course I didn't hear it because it's through Twitter. And it said, have you ever tried finding friends, ask them to go out at night? It's like you were bullied your entire life, and now you feel a sense of power that just isn't there. Oh, smiley face, laughing. Oh. But honestly, bullied for a good reason, because that forehead could land a fighter jet. Really. And then, honestly sad, though, one day you'll get laid, feel a sense of confidence, but today isn't that day. You ever get a hug and a kiss? So that's how it started. 2:41 in the morning, they texted me. Right? I'm sure they had a little liquid courage that night. So I accept their request, and I'm like, hey, what's the issue? I go, none of my posts are inaccurate. Do you ever go out on the weekends with friends or just sit at home on Twitter? Should go wig shopping. Well, I do. I go on TikTok for that. It's easy. For that bald spot instead of wasting time on Twitter. Anyone that knows me, I don't have a bald spot. I'm the only one in my family that doesn't. Everyone else in my family was losing their hair, except for me.
You manufacture hair.
I'm like, bah, no bald spot, kid. Does it hurt knowing that your parents disowned you and are embarrassed of you? I'm like, they did? I didn't know they disowned me. Huh. That's what your mom told me. Oh, here we go, the mom jokes, right? In between having my meat in her mouth. I'm like, oh, there we go, right? I go, is that why she kept calling, asking me questions, and was a huge FKR? We all know what an FKR is, right? Free Karen, right? My mother was totally into it. And then a couple of these early on are out of order. Sorry, because it was my first time putting this presentation together. But when was the last time you went out with friends? I said every week, kid. And said the time of your life. Once again, shows you have no social life. Well, we're going to Shoresy. That counts, right? We're going to Shoresy. And I'm going to the Christmas tree lighting on Boston Common. I'll be there too. Look for the big yellow jacket. Can't miss me. Anyways, I can't wait to watch you at the next town meetings. Clearly shows then they don't know the difference between a select board meeting and a town meeting. Right? And it's next town meetings, right? And then further on, they're going to start telling me about my grandma. They're going to laugh at my double chin and my hairline. It's like I don't even know how ugly I am. And I said, oh, from your basement? Because none of you has ever been man enough to approach me. They go, because you smell bad. Two more little laughing guys. And this is where I said, when I said, yes, she was to free Karen Reed, and says, once again, not a sentence. And then she was telling me all this between sucking me off. Okay, my mother's dead, but go ahead, keep going, right? I go, she knew someone from 34 killed John and not Karen. I go, well, that's nice to know. My dead mother's sucking this person off, but whatever. And I said, no, I have a good circle. And talking about the double chin again. And I go, I'm not insecure about anything in my life. I'm pleasantly fat. I am. Almost 300 pounds, and I don't care. Maybe hit the gym, a wig store, or even go for a walk. I go, why? I'm happy. Yep. I go, what else, kid? It's so funny to see you at town meetings because you just look so fat at the mic. More little laughies. Okay. This is supposed to be a dude, okay? It's not a dude. If anybody thinks this is a dude, let's see what the chat says right now. Does the chat think that any of these are dudes? There's no way I'm talking to
John.
unless
John, I think it's a dude. I just don't think it's a dude. It's a familiar troll, but there's a reason he's this.
Do you mean like Mike Miggins?
I would put that in the 60 percentile. Yeah,
it could be Mike Miggins.
If I were putting some money down, I might go that way. Yeah.
Yeah. So it goes on, and I said, I go, listen, I'm giving you the attention you want. And then it says, then you say some nonsense and everybody rolls your eyes at you. I go, now you seem to bore me at this. I go, what video triggered this? Julie's, Jen. I go, I'm working on a new Alley one, but that didn't go through. And they go, what's that, English? What? Did they not understand Julie or Jen? And then it says, honestly, now speaking with you, I just feel bad. Yeah, okay. Because you smell bad. Everybody was talking about it at the last town meetings. Because you didn't shower. Once again, town meetings. Okay. I said, I didn't? Damn, thanks for reminding me. I'll be sure to take a shower next time. And then they're like, I'll be in the crowd at the next town meeting to watch. And they're gonna judge me. They're gonna judge my chins. I go, no, you won't. And it says, hope you can spot who I am. Sunglasses. Are they gonna wear sunglasses? I go, but I'll be seeing the family real soon. I'll be sitting in the third row. All right. Here goes the third row troll. And I go, can't wait to see Jen. I have no clue what that even means. Oh, Okay. How many Jens do you know in the last 3 years? Right? Swing and miss there, bud. This is the first time that I ever thought it wasn't a girl because I said swing and a miss there, bud. Right? All the other stuff, it's all girl stuff. It's totally all girl stuff leading up to that. Because what guy, right, wants to talk about you're fat, you smell, you're bald, you have no friends, your mom, right? And then, it's total girl meltdown energy. I don't know.
Yeah, swing and a miss there, bud. That's our guy.
That could be Miggins. Anyways, it doesn't matter at this point. It's middle school girl energy. That's all I'm going to say. It's middle school girl energy. It could be Miggins. It could be one of the girls that got mad that we did 2 videos in a row of Julie, Jen, and Denise.
John, how did you come up with third row trolls?
Because they're going to be in the third row. They're going to be sitting in the third row at the town meetings.
Ah.
In the select board, but, right?
Not front row.
No, they're going to be in the third row. So they know there's 4 rows. Right? So, anyways, they start doubling down a little bit more. Let me go on here, bring this up so I can read it. They could have made fun of my site, but it says, just know I'll be there at the next town meeting waiting for your double chin and your receding hairline to take the mic. And I said, no, you won't. Everyone's entitled to their own beliefs. Just know I'll be in the room with you. Okay, I'm scared. Third row, right? So, anyways, I'm like, okay, kid. Seems like you're the one searching me out, not the other way around. Okay, double chin. Hope you have a good Thanksgiving with no friends that you have. And I wish them you have a safe and happy Thanksgiving too. Can't wait to see Jen. I don't know who Jen is. Okay. Talk to you later. Thanks for the content. I'm like, this is good. And then they said something, nice try, little girl. I said that to them, nice try, little girl. And then I stopped texting them, but they kept texting, right? Because they started talking about my grandma. And then, when will you learn? It's okay. We can meet after town meeting. Again, select board to review the words. Don't get discouraged about your lack of understanding. You'll get there, I promise. Just like I was able to get your mom to last time. Again. So, not someone that knows anything about me, right? My mom last week, she's already been burnt to a crisp and she's dust a couple weeks now. So I don't know what the problem is, kid. So yeah. So that was last week. That was leading into Thanksgiving. Yeah. It was fun.
It doesn't surprise me, John.
Huh? I think
it won't be the last time that you have communications with someone like that, I'm sure.
Absolutely not. I haven't had a lot of them. A lot haven't come, but when I do get it, I take the time to give them a little bit of attention.
Well, fortunately, it was a little bit before Sunday.
I know. Which leads us into it. Because so a lot of you have heard that the McCabe's and Albus just launched a whole new YouTube show and fundraising operation. And usually anytime people start defending the narrative publicly, they get nervous, they get defensive. They're trying to intimidate their critics. And they're using all their burner accounts. And the closer this civil trial gets, that circle knows discovery's coming, depositions are coming, evidence is coming, cross-examination's coming, and their statements are going to be under oath and they're going to be compared line to line. So they're going to try to reframe the public narrative. They launched a new GoFundMe. They're launching the We're Victims. That's the new PR. They're victims. And they're sending trolls after anyone trying to tell an inconvenient truth. So Thursday, they started this whole new. And by the way, I will be at the town meeting, select board meeting. So come find me. Okay, I'll be there. Right. So if you want to be there, I'm there. You know where I am. Yeah.
You'll
Your
be in the
mom.
elephant costume.
No, I will be the elephant in the room, but they'll be in the third row. So
Close to the exit.
yeah, hopefully.
Boozy.
Hopefully.
Boozy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen this new .org that was set up like Thursday? Collected up to, I think they were over $65,000 now.
It's been on since last week. It's been up more than since Thursday. Trust me, you should see my TikTok. I've been all over them. They freaking use Maya Angelou's voice in one of their freaking videos.
They did.
Yes.
And geez, John, you were in the video too.
I know. Yeah, I don't know why. What I was doing had nothing to do with that, but whatever. They like I said, they want to spin their narrative. We'll address our super chats when because we're gonna bring up some of their new YouTube. Before we jump into, we're gonna talk about the December 3rd records request deadline later, but we have to talk about the new YouTube channel. And I have no problem. It's called Tuesday Gazette. That's the YouTube channel, I guess. It's a woman. It's fresh. It's a Thursday night show. It's a panel. It's a I don't know. It's a
say the names. Say their names. Because
right,
they always try to. No, it's the freaking spokeswoman. No, let's call a spade a spade.
Okay,
It's the spokeswomen that are part of the Discord channel. Then one of them is best friends with Matt and Jen McCabe. Let's call a spade of exactly what it is. They're just doing this, and now they're joining the grifting YouTube community that they have talked shit about for over 2 or 3 years. They're hypocrites.
Welcome back, Boozy. I'm glad you're awake.
Sorry.
We knew we can do it. You knew we can do it, Eric. I told you. Oh, you owe me $1.
That felt good.
Told you I could wake her up. All right. It's Tuesday Gazette, Carrie Lama, Julie Carpenter, and Jenny Jams. Now, I said this on Twitter, and I'm going to say this on here, and a lot of people are not going to like this, and I don't care. Okay? I liked the show. I don't like the content, but I liked the presentation, and I liked how they did it. Okay, they did a good job for their first time doing a YouTube show. I'm just saying that. I'm putting that out there. We'll get into the facts, but their presentation was decent. Okay, I liked it. So I wasn't just
to on Thursday nights.
And so it was an hour and a half, right? And they're calling it the premiere or the prelude, which is funny because it's more like a reboot of Let's All Pretend Karen Reed controls the media. They spent a good chunk of the show talking about Karen Reed's defense team using unethical tactics to control the narrative, but they sit in front of the donate banner and they were dramatically reading talking points from the same anonymous website that they're pushing. So the presentation's good, but the facts not so much. But it's Thursday nights. They got me. I'm gonna watch them because you know what? They say that they fact check. Well, I'm gonna fact check. I fact checked their first episode. All right. I analyzed the first episode, and we've cut their hour and a half down to 30 minutes just for our cronks that really don't want to go see it. But if you want to go see it, it's Tuesday Gazette. So don't be mad, guys. I know you guys are watching. I know you said you weren't going to watch, but I know you're watching. And I'm trying to tell everybody, go to Tuesday Gazette. All right? So there you go. All right? So let's bring it up. All right? Let's bring up their show. And pay attention.
Welcome to the grifting community, motherfuckers.
Well, they don't even want to use YouTube. They want all super chat. They don't want to do super chats. They want you to donate to the fund with your YouTube name and your remark, and then they will read it because they want to bypass the YouTube cut. So
The VIG.
Yeah.
They want to buy.
They-
Yeah.
they want 100%. And you know what? Like I said, we don't ask. If people want to donate, they donate. I don't ask. If
It's good strategy. I mean, why take 60% when you can get 100?
Exactly. Do you want 100%? You want 60%? It's good. It's good. But you know what? If you want to be a grifter, why not go all in?
Good for them. I mean, in a short period of time, there's 65,000 in the coffee
Yeah.
so far.
See, there you go. Beach Girl said, "Tell it, Boozy." All right, here we go. So it starts. And for the record, there may have been some added to make it a little more interesting. There might be some little things added in to make it a little more interesting. I'm just
John,
saying.
You don't have fun putting these things together, do you?
No, I don't.
We're here tonight.
Why? Why are you here?
We, a group of us, are planning on doing a weekly show on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on this YouTube channel.
John,
Now,
sorry, do you
Yes.
you know the cast of characters on that screen? Can you tell everybody
Call the show.
who's in what corner?
okay. Tuesday Gazette is top left. Julie Carpenter is bottom left. Kerry Lama is bottom right, and whoever the other woman is I gotta get it right.
Jenny Jams.
Yeah. Jenny Jams is top right. All right. I don't have anything bad to say about them personally because I don't know them. Someone else might, not me. Just say, okay. I don't know them. I don't know them. All right. But
We're gonna find out who they are Thursday nights, 7:00.
if I was on there, if I was doing their show and they said, "Hey, we're going to do this on this channel every Thursday night," I think I probably would have said the name of it. And they're like, "Hey, we're over here at Tuesday Gazette, YouTube, Tuesday Gazette."
Yeah, I did
Thursday-
I did have a tough time finding them today. You had to kind of spell it out for me.
Ah.
Tuesday Gazette.
Eric, I'll put it out there right now. I know they only have a couple hundred people on their channel. If they want to do a dual channel, let's wait till they have their big news. After they give the big news, we'll throw our offer out there. How's that? Let's hear their big news first.
Thursday night show. What did we name it?
Truth Matters.
Truth Matters Thursdays. That's right. Thank you.
Did I wake you up, Boost? Truth Matters. It's the name of the show.
Shit.
Uh-huh. I don't see what's funny about Truth Matters, but whatever. Here we go.
Oh.
Here we go. So it's Truth Matters. Thursday nights at 7.
Actually. And then we're going to attempt doing something on the weekends as kind of a unscripted, Truth Matters unscripted. And that's going to be more of just a casual chat.
So Thursdays at 7 scripted, the weekends not. That means we had 2 episodes leading into our Sunday night show. This is going to be a lot of work for me. Just saying. It's going to be a lot. Boozy, you shorted out your mic. You laugh so much.
Sorry.
Okay. The person in the top corner is Tuesday Gazette, if that's really her name. Here we go.
Probably be last minute planning, but for sure our Thursday nights are set in stone. And then we'll
Set in
keep you guys posted on the weekends. And what we're actually planning on doing is not only bringing clarity to a lot of the misinformation that has gone out there.
Look, if it's written in a report authored by me or that I approved, I'll take it to be fact. You have a report that was authored by me or Michael Proctor or any trooper in our office that says that, I will take it as gospel and testify to it.
Okay.
We are an open book here about the case. We are going to make sure every stone is unturned.
Okay, now take us inside the waterfall. When you get there, who do you see?
I walk in and I see Julie and Chris Albert, my niece Caitlin, my sister Nicole, and my niece's boyfriend Tristan.
Did she say she saw Chris there at 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock.
Okay.
How long were you in the waterfall for that night?
Approximately 9 to little around midnight-ish.
I'm working pretty much till close, and I was planning on meeting up with them later when I got out of work. So it stays open till 10.
Yeah.
I know that I left sometime a little bit before 10. I had my wife drop me off some clothes, and it was like a ritual. She would.
Did she drop him off a toothbrush?
Because those nights are tough for me to get out early and go home. So she dropped me off some clothes, and I remember just changing quick, washing up a little bit, and then leaving. So I think I left before the store actually closed a few minutes.
Around 10 o'clock. Is this true that these two were paid to troll murder trolls? Is that true? Mia Vito? Really? I don't know.
I know the Karen Reed case is not the first case they've worked.
So this is the crime people, right? This is true crime people.
Are we talking about all four of them or just a select couple?
Well, not Llama Ding Dong, because I apologize. That's mean. I'm sorry.
It's not
Carrie
Llama Ding Dong. It's Drama Llama.
Sing it, John. Sing it.
Apologize. No, I'm sorry. Carrie Llama is a person from around here. The other ones are the ones that are correct.
Julie and Ginny.
Oh, can I say this? I'm getting, when stuff comes in, when
Run it by the lawyer. Run it by the lawyer.
Oh, our number one crunk had a run-in with Colin Albert, the most eligible bachelor crunk that everybody loves, that nobody could hate.
Schiffer?
No,
I'm out.
Lucky.
Lucky.
Had a run-in with Colin. Yeah.
Well, that's disappointing.
Colin called him an egghead.
What?
Colin called Lucky an egghead. Couldn't help himself.
He's called me worse, so.
I know. See, some of these people got lucky. They know. They love Lucky.
Yeah, good thing is Lucky can take it. He can dish it out too, but he's thick-skinned.
There you go. Yeah. So, Lucky, we love you. Don't you ever change.
That's right.
Back to these.
We are going to expose the dirty behaviors that we have seen happen.
Isn't it true that in a group text with Brian Albert, Nicole Albert, Matt McCabe, you wrote, and we handed handed phone to Carrie. And the very next text is from you telling the group she's telling him everything in all caps, 2 exclamation points.
Yes.
Screaming.
He went on to say at 2:55 p.m., at basically the same moment, quote, all the stuff, end quote. Correct?
Correct.
And we're going to share with you the impacts that these have had on actual people.
And we love it. Sorry. Oh, that wasn't us. That was them. Sorry. Sorry. It wasn't us. We don't love it.
Sounded like you.
I love it. Hey, you
I
guys
just
want to
love
find out? Go ahead.
the way that she goes, we're going to find out the real impacts on real people, as if other people who have not been affected by their actions and their words are not humans as well.
Right.
The quote unquote witnesses are the only ones that actually matter in all of this.
How about this? Nobody's talking about John, and nobody's talking about Proctor. In the hour and 30 minutes, not one mention of Proctor. We're gonna see all the people they mentioned.
They did mention John at the very, very top of it, but they said John's friends. We're going to bring on Brendan Kane and John Jackson, as if those two dummies haven't had enough fucking airtime on the goddamn news stations. Any single time.
Jackson. He was very nice to me. Very nice to him. I bought him a round at the Tahiti. John?
We will not get into that because we will not get into that because he was trying to be an intimidator and you were very kind.
I was very kind and they were going to try to run you over.
No, they threatened it. Literally threatened it. But yeah, what an oxymoron. You think John got hit by a car and then the same family members are going to threaten me with their car? Psychos. Anyways, sorry.
Proctor's being Mr. Mom lately. Hey, you know what? He's got a family. He's got to do what he's got to do. The kids. Hey, kids got to get to school.
Got to take care of the kids.
Got to take care of the kids.
It's not the kids' fault.
Nope, they're innocent in this. So at least he's doing something right.
We're going to do question and answers.
Oh, question and answers. Like, hey, Chris, when you left at 12:14 and went home, how did your kid get home 20 minutes after you? If he left at 12:10 and came right home, he would have been home ahead of you. Question and answers. Hey, Chris, like we just saw, how can you say you got it there at 10, but Jen saw you at 9? Question and answers. How come nobody saw the dog in the morning? Where's the car that's missing that Gallagher took a picture of the empty driveway, but Julie pulled behind when she went to go put donuts in it?
Will they be questioning Bukaki? Sorry. Will they be questioning Buchanan regarding that report that he was going to swear gospel to?
Yeah, absolutely. There you go, Boozy, bringing the heat.
I did get munchkins again today, by the way.
You got what?
I got munchkins.
Like from
Boozy, I have 2 gifts for you.
I still haven't gotten my gift from Frank Manley that Eric has.
I know, I still have it. It's in the plastic wrapper.
Wait, hold on. Give me 10 seconds.
Boozy, you'll have it by Christmas, I promise. I'm gonna re-gift it to you.
Okay, that works.
Boozy, I have.
Yes.
Let me pull up the big screen for a minute.
Yeah, I know. I got it 2 weeks ago. Were you not paying attention?
No. I have 2 for you.
What the hell am I going to do with 2 munchkin holders?
You do like the rest of us do. You put buttons in one of them, you put clothespins in another one, or hair curls, or you know what, people from the 70s, that's all we did is we had those cookie tins loaded with stuff. Pennies, coins, you load it up.
The audacity to think that I was alive in the 70s.
Listen,
hey, shame on you.
Yeah, for stuff. You can put what else can you put in these things? The people chat room, this is what we did. We all makeup holder, you can put makeup in them. You can put I don't know, you can find things for them and stuff. Yeah. You can put presents in them, give them back to people, put a little bow on them. So I went twice. Went and got 2. There you go. Sewing tins. That's what we use them for all the time. Sewing needles and thread.
It's really cute that all these humans in our chat think that I sew.
How about this one? That's for you, Eric.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh, Colin could put that, and Colin could put shots in. You know. Did you tell Jim? I did. Yeah, we'll get into that. Sherry, we will get into that later. And I have tried to correct it. It's not. You weren't the only one. There was 2 people, by the way. So the other person's getting a sweatshirt. So if you want a sweatshirt, that's our highest item in the store.
Highest selling item.
Highest selling item that I have offered.
I saw the new hats. The hats look great. The winter hats.
That's my autograph postcard in the Canadian Speedo. Those 2 things you get. So we'll get to that in a little bit. All right, back to Tuesday Gazette. So
Wait, you got to put the right background on, though.
What do you mean?
You see how because you clicked the wrong one.
Which one do you want to do? This one? That one? This one?
Oh, whatever.
Which one?
Boozy.
No, I don't know. Let's do this one. We'll go back to there. I like that. Booze, Eric wants to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm just curious, Boozy. Did you know that John was sending out autographs of his Speedo picture?
Yeah.
Autographs.
Yeah, they were like the second thing I made.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but now you're autographing them and sending them out.
We are going to bring it all, you guys.
Do it. Do it.
Because unlike Karen, who says sunshine is the best disinfectant, we actually bring the real light here. Bring it. She's bringing an artificial light, one that casts a lot of shadows and allows a lot of details to get hidden. And we're not going to do that because there's nothing to hide. The witnesses welcome being deposed in court, and this is all going to be hit head on. So with that said, I haven't actually shared the biggest fun part of our surprise. I am going to actually pass on to Carrie to share with us what the fun news is.
Okay. Hey, guys. So like Tuesday said, we have a lot to talk about. And honestly, the most exciting announcement that we have is what we need to share, what I'm going to share with you guys right now. So for months, y'all have heard one side of the story dominating the conversation. And the people who were actually dragged into this mess, the people who lived it, haven't had the opportunity to speak for them.
Okay. Who do you think's going to speak?
Themselves. That's about to change. We're thrilled to announce that in our upcoming episodes, we'll be joined by some truly special guests, some who haven't been able to share their perspectives publicly. Carrie Roberts will be joining us. Chris Albert will be joining us. Brendan Kane will be joining us. John Jackson will be joining us. A lot more of John's friends will be joining us. And even more guests, special guests are lined up that we can't wait to introduce to you.
Chris and Carrie are the only 2 that were in either one of the trials. All the rest are friends and family.
And they're not actually being sued, are they?
Do they understand that anything they say can and will be used against you?
This is not what they're not understanding, that just because they weren't originally named does not mean they cannot not be brought in at a later date. So there's some people on Twitter that are like, well, don't they know this can happen? Let them fucking talk. Chris has already done one huge interview. He clearly doesn't want to show up to the select board meeting. So who's to even know that he's even going to show up for this interview? And if they all show up anyways, it's just going to be used against them. They're going to have to keep it the same exact story. The same story that Jen herself changed 7 freaking times.
Thursday because it's scripted. They'll do it on Thursday because it's scripted, right? He'll have his talking points.
I want to know: are they gonna do the YouTube podcast tour? I mean, can we line them up?
I'll tell you right now, ladies. You 4 ladies. I know right now you're a small channel. We were a small channel. We still are a small channel, but we do have a little bit more people watching than you guys. So here's our offer. And if you want to counter offer, you message me. You know how to get a hold of me. We'll do a dueling show on one of those nights with either Chris or Kerry. All right.
John, Kerry's a talker. Maybe she'll come on.
Okay. So we'll do a dueling show so that you can be linked to our viewers and we can be linked to your, and you can get the words out there. And ahead of time, if you want to go through some rules, we'll go through the rules and we'll abide by, if we can agree to abide by the rules that we each give each other, we'll have a show. Like it?
Can we fact check?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're putting the offer out there on one of the shows. If you guys want to have a show,
we should let them get warmed up a little bit.
Yeah, but that's fine. But I don't think they're gonna have Chris on next week.
You never know.
You know?
The title of their show is, I think, Prelude. You know,
Prelude, right? Well, maybe
you might as well start off big. Go big or go home.
That's it. So we're offering up our space. And how's this? On that show, anything we make, we'll donate to your. Anything we make on that show, we donate to that cause. How's that?
No, I do not agree with that.
We need
No.
a meeting about that.
No. No.
It's enough that we're promoting their channel, John.
We just won't make anything.
Whoa.
Nobody did a super chat. No. I was gonna say, you know?
John, that was a production meeting moment.
Yeah, we didn't. You know me. I love to throw my money around that I've never even made yet.
Listen, we got to treat the Kronks money with respect.
They're all saying no.
I object. Exactly.
Everyone, no. Well, just don't send a super chat that night.
I think we need a sidebar.
Oh my God! There it is. Just sidebar.
There it is.
Oh my God! 3 strikes. Okay, well that was a bad idea. I'm sorry. All right,
John. You're very, Boozy and I will be off script. You got to stick to the script, buddy, because that wasn't in the script.
I know. I guess we should go back to seeing what else they got to talk about. All right, here we go.
I think the most important thing to remember with all the witnesses, John's friends, John's family, these are real people, not the characters they've been turned into online or the villains they've actually been turned into online. Right. And our goal is just to give them a fair place to talk, to decompress, and to correct the record.
I've been trying to correct the record all night. Trying to keep it correct.
If they want to. And to finally be seen as human beings. And we're so grateful that they trust all of us to do that, because this is a really big deal for them to come on and finally be seen. So that was our big announcement.
And just stay up there shouting from the rooftops, butt dials, Chloe, like none of that. It's facts or it's nothing.
Speaking of Chloe, did anyone from either tribe see Chloe in the morning?
Definitely not on any of the
either tribe.
None of the cruiser cams had it.
No, the last anyone saw Chloe was when Brian took Chloe out in the backyard when they first got home.
Around sometime a little after midnight.
Again, we're going to be allowed to ask questions. Who took Chloe home? Did Chloe go to Easton? What vehicle took Chloe home? When did Chloe ever come back to the house? Just that. These are questions we're going to ask. No?
Do you think the dog could sleep through the fire trucks and the police cars the same way that Brian and Nicole did?
How about when Jen busted into the bedroom? Right? He took her upstairs. Was she in the closet? Do you put your German Shepherd in a closet? I know my German Shepherd slips right on my bed.
She was also mixed with Malinois. She was a Maligator. Okay, you cannot shut those dogs up.
Nope. Belgian Malinois are like shepherds on roids. They really are. It's called Tuesday Gazette is her YouTube channel. Tuesday Gazette.
And facts are not on Karen Reed's side.
No.
Never
I think
seen Katie McLaughlin's interview with police.
now, people, because I squished this down from an hour and a half to 30 minutes, I spared the Katie McLaughlin. We just passed right over the Katie McLaughlin
Have
stuff.
you ever seen that floating around social media? The ones. And
Another thing, when you said that, it reminded me of the rumor that Chloe the dog was missing.
Exactly what we saw happen.
Okay. A part that got edited out for spared to runtime. These 4 very nice women. One of the things that they are upset about is people pausing things right at a moment in which makes someone looks bad. They think we do it on purpose. And then they go ahead and did the same thing.
Whoops.
Whoops.
I think it's actually a great time for this clip, to tell you the truth.
So they're finding out that when we pause things, we're not doing it on purpose. We're just pausing it, and then you happen to have a laugh, right? So again, people aren't doing it on purpose, ladies. It just happens to.
John, you didn't tell me that you were practicing the right spot to stop? No?
No, I don't practice the right spot. It just happens.
That's a perfect.
I mean, it's perfect. It is absolutely perfect.
It's
You know what? Let's play it. Let's play it. It's just a quick little.
My school. Just like a lot of harassment.
Things happening to these families behind the scenes. And none of it should have ever happened.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, do you remember, Carrie, the one email that?
Okay. Disclaimer. There's going to be Kronks that disagree with me on this upcoming statement that they make. I'm in 100% agreement with these ladies on their next statement.
Went to it wasn't Allie's college, it was one of the other girls, and he actually signed it. The man that sent it actually signed it, and he's seems like a normal person in his pictures, and here's this adult man sending.
He's a business owner
sending an email to this girl's college saying, do you understand that her parents are murderers and she shouldn't be on the soccer team, lacrosse team, correct? Was it lacrosse or soccer? It was one of the two. Soccer. Yeah. She shouldn't be on that team. College is hard enough. Look, I've had 3 that went through it. It can be difficult.
Okay. If I don't know which child the email was sent to, if it was someone that wasn't in the house, had nothing to do with any of this, you know what? I'm in agreement with them. That's kind of a little extra. Didn't need to be done, but that's just my opinion. Everybody's got opinions, but I'm in agreement with them.
Yeah, I don't know. Driving to Milton to go outside someone's employer while the employment is closed and taking a picture and then creating 3 fake accounts and then blasting someone's full name and tagging the employer. That's a little crazy too, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think a lot of things went too far. People have gone too far. I don't think I've gone too far. I tried to keep, I stuck to 2 things. I've talked stuff that does with the town and Chris Albert because he's an elected official. And then I've done some Free Karen Reed other things.
John, I think wearing the Dunkin' Donuts coffee cup sitting in Chris's chair, that might have been a little too far.
He wasn't there. The meeting was over.
I understand.
And Karen Reed, that had to do with the town of Canton.
You were wearing a large iced coffee.
Yeah, that was me basically saying this guy has been here for how many weeks, doesn't say anything. That first year he was on the board, never said anything, sucked on his iced coffee. He was useless. That was me protesting a select board member. That had nothing to do with Karen Reed.
Since then, you brought the best out of him.
I have. He showed up to half the meetings.
Right.
50%. Hey, imagine if he was playing baseball, hitting 500. It's awesome. You know? Yeah. So I am reading the chats. I'm not quick enough to put it up on screen, but I am reading them. I mean, you guys are amazing. And we have starred some. We will get back to them. But let's continue with these lovely ladies. Oh shit. Let's see. How far in were we? How far in do you think we were? There was Chris. Oh, right here. It was right after this, right? Right around here.
Things happening to these families behind the scenes.
Hey, Mullins, are you okay? Are you okay? Oh, there she is.
The bell.
Little bell.
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
I had to move so much furniture in this house just for her to get around.
Shelley's looking good.
Brandy, it's Tuesday Gazette. I wish I had saved the URL. I would have shared it, but you know, I'm being nice to Mullins. She's trying to make a 50-point turn. Every time she goes into the kitchen, it's like watching Austin Powers making that 22-point turn in the hallway with that scooter.
Yeah, so if you go to the YouTube and just in the search engine, go to Tuesday's Gazette, you'll find it. It comes right up.
Yeah, Brandy. Brandy, been loving your TikTok too. Almost as good as Boozy. So you're right.
A little side eye, John.
1A and 1B, a lot of side eye.
A lot of side eye.
I know. Boozy doesn't do the side eye. Yeah.
And none of it should have ever happened.
No, shouldn't have.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, do you remember, Carrie, the one email that went to? It wasn't Allie's college. It was one of the other girls, and he actually signed it. The man that sent it actually signed it. And
yeah,
he seems like a normal person in his pictures, and here is this adult man sending.
He's a business owner
sending an email to this girl's college saying, do you understand that her parents are murderers and she shouldn't be on the soccer team? Lacrosse team, correct? Was it lacrosse or soccer? It was one of the two. Soccer. Yeah. She shouldn't be on that team.
Listen, you can criminally confident at any time. You can leave the chat. I just want to let you know you can leave the chat at any time.
What's the matter? You don't like Ohio?
There is no room in the Kronk chat for any of that. And yes, okay,
criminally confident. You can stay as long as you like.
One game in the last 4 years. Yeah, all right, it is what it is.
You can come on screen if you want. You want to have a debate.
I'm gonna have a whole new opening next week with the Go Blue.
College is hard enough. Look, I've had 3 that went through it. It can be difficult. It's a lot. And to put that on a kid that age, and I'm sorry, they are still kids. I understand at 18, according, legally you're an adult. I don't consider anybody an adult until they're 30.
What? 30?
Oh no, not this video. Uh-oh.
You don't consider a kid an adult until 30? Well, let me tell you, when you're a kid and you don't have your kid mowing your lawn or getting the mail, taking out the trash, getting a job at 14, 15, paper route, or getting a job at 14, 15, 16, 17, right? When you're still bringing your kid their food at the couch, okay? When you're doing this for your kids at 16, 17, 18, and you think 30 is an adult, this is what your kid turns into.
Who did this? Who did it? Who did it? Who did it?
Yeah, you're an adult, right?
I mean,
and when you,
I'm not digging. I'm not gonna kick you.
Okay?
Throw the broom through it.
And then you and you pay for it, and you don't discipline them. This is why you don't think those kids are adults at 30. Okay?
Dude, this house is never gonna
when you think that these kids, right, that's 30.
Figuring things out. But college can be a really tough time.
Yeah. So can destroying a house at 18. You know whose kid was at that house? Lang's kid. You know whose kid was at that house? Chris's kid. You know whose kids didn't get any discipline? Lang's kid, Chris' kid. The homeowner was paid back and it all got washed under the table.
You forgot someone else's kid was there.
Oh, who else's?
Jen and Matt.
Oh, that's right. Yes. One of the kids was there. That's why nothing happened. Because these homeowners got paid back and it all got washed under the table. And the taxpayers, right? They had an independent investigation and they brought in people from other departments because there was a conflict of interest, right? That's them making excuses. They want to make excuses for these kids.
John.
Yeah.
They were juveniles and they got treated like juveniles, and it wasn't a capital offense. I'm not happy with what happened, but they were treated like juveniles, and no different than when we were back in the 80s. Did they get any
public service? Did they do any community service?
Well, as juveniles, you may not have heard what they did. It wasn't what they weren't going to put it in ink.
We heard what they did at the police, that debacle of a presentation they gave us.
I get it. I'm just saying,
Eric, are you trying to say that you would kill a bunny and then bring it into a home
No, I don't
literally
like
hold on, and then play volleyball and hacky sack with the dead rabbit that was killed outside? No,
Julie, I'm not talking.
Something.
I'm not. Listen, I think there may have been some school penalties they paid, whatever it may be. I just don't think it got publicized because they were juveniles. It wasn't like it was going in the Canton Citizen. They certainly weren't calling the Canton Chronicle and say, hey, by the way, you can report this. Just wasn't.
Yeah, but see, unlike these kids where nothing really happened to him because it was swept underneath the rug because their parents paid for the damages. When I was their age, and especially playing sports, that would have not only got us pulled, we would have not been able to even go to the games.
I'm not sure that they didn't pay that penalty.
I would have thrown off the team.
Okay, hold on. Those kids were there.
Well, I'd like to see what is it MIAA, those bylaws are, and how that was implemented in this
situation. Investigate because it got dragged out long enough, and then
there's a legal investigation, and then there's the school investigation.
And the only thing that happened is that they weren't allowed to play that last Thanksgiving game.
Well, there's something.
No.
Listen, I'm not happy that a bunny was killed. I get that. But
they were tossing it around the house as if it was a hacky sack.
What do you want? You want them to do 90 days in county?
No, but they should have done some community service.
How do we know they didn't?
They didn't. We know
they didn't.
There was nothing. They even said audit. Did you go to the police audit? I did.
I heard a lot of BS at the police audit.
Yeah.
There's nothing that came out of their mouths that I take for anything.
Julie Carpenter, we're not talking about your kids, okay? Your kids are well-adjusted, functioning members of society. That's awesome. kudos. I hope. And Julie, you know, I've been silly, but I've been fair. And I hope that you see that I've been silly, but fair with your show so far. And if you've been watching, I told you I liked your show. I just don't like some of your facts. Fair? Is that fair?
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm looking forward to paying attention, watching this show, and being fair about.
30's outrageous.
What
and
happened?
30 outrageous. I could see 22, 23.
John,
right? And that's
John,
and that's because the society is these days. All right. Back then, when it was it used to be 16, then it was 18, then it's 21. Right? 30? Come on.
Wow,
Those kids
John,
are
what's wrong with that? I mean, I lived at home until I was 30. It was the best thing
all right,
ever. You know?
30. Come on. All right. Sorry. Now you got me upset. I was having a great old time.
It's the most vulnerable time. I mean, that's the age where most mental health issues arise. If you're going to have mental health issues, it's your early 20s, late teens. So it's a very vulnerable time. And anyone, I mean, my daughter just turned 21 the other day, and God, she's adulting, but you know, she's still a baby bird, basically trying to be an adult. And I could not imagine the world screaming killer at her as she.
Now, to the four ladies on that screen, Julie, Lama, Carpenter, and who's the other one? Sorry, my bad. I'm horrible with names. Boozy, the other person. But to the four ladies. To the four ladies.
Julie, Tuesday. Oh, for fuck's sake. Julie, Tuesday, Ginny, and Kerry.
You notice I didn't ad-lib any of this part? You see how I let you guys say what you wanted to say about your own kids? I didn't accent anything. I didn't put anything in there because I agreed with some of that stuff, and it's your stuff, and I'm all right with that.
She tried to start her life off.
Well, they didn't just send those letters to their schools too. And you know this, Julie. They sent them to every school who her team plays. Every school that the team plays, the athletic director of every school. I've never seen anything like it ever. And this is
mine had to leave school.
At the news.
All right, so now we fast forward to Channel 4. We're gonna love this, people. Channel 4
was told information by the DA's office or by the cops, and that they had video of Karen reversing
here comes
the actual accident. And that's not what they said. If you watch
that's not what they said.
Video clip of the news, they said that they confiscated her vehicle and a Ring video. But in their transcripts of their news, they left out, I don't know if it was the word and. Somehow the transcript was wrong, which got repeated elsewhere. But
yeah,
they
the transcript made
as
it seem like they had video of the actual accident.
So they're saying that it's a Scribner's error. These four ladies are saying that it's a Scribner's error, right? Is that what they just said to us?
Well, John, everybody's name was misspelled, so why not this?
Okay, listen. I like them, but I just want to make sure that they're saying what they're supposed to, what the truth is. They said they wanted to shed light on this.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
And so the news channel corrected that, and they took accountability for it, but nowhere do you see that rumor just dies. I mean, it's like that is one of the initial things that they're like, look, the corruption started right here.
Right.
And It's
Karen Reed is accused of motor vehicle homicide. The body of Officer John O'Keefe was found in the snow early Saturday morning outside of a home in Canton. Now, investigators say she drove him to that neighborhood just after midnight. I-Team sources say the two had been in a relationship and that investigators have video from a Ring doorbell camera and then impounded her car.
What did he just say?
Well, a couple of years later, they had to retract it, John.
Okay. But right here, in May 2024, WBZ News retracted their report that the Commonwealth claimed to have video of the incident from a Ring doorbell camera. Right? The Commonwealth never made that claim. All right? Hold on. Okay. During the process of transcribing this story, Eric, what's this next thing? What's this next say?
Which it had been accurately reported by the I-Team on air.
Oh, wait. Accurately reported by the I-Team on air. Let's go back to see what they said on air. On air.
Of motor vehicle homicide. The body of Officer John O'Keefe was found in the snow early Saturday morning outside of a home in Canton. Now, investigators say she drove him to that neighborhood just after midnight. I-Team sources say the two had been in a relationship and that investigators have video from a Ring doorbell camera and then impounded her car.
I think he said that on air.
Live.
On air. Ladies, like I said, I like your show, but you made a mistake there. You made a mistake there. Okay?
And not for nothing. We need to make it blatantly clear that Tuesday, Ginny, and Julie are not from around here. They only came into this case to speak about this case. So be it. Everyone can speak about this case.
Well, then
hold on. Let me finish my sentiment.
Right.
Because this is the shit that's been pushed since day one from the media. This is why all of us locals at the very beginning were iffy about this, because they said they have video. So let's wait at least until trial to see what comes out. And then no video was produced. Then you have the news stations correcting somewhat in some bullshit way that they were incorrect only until trial one. So you had all of us locals being like, you mean to tell us the entire time there was actually no video? None. And then obviously all the other things had come out. But this also too, if you guys weren't around before trial one and you weren't seeing what was being pushed, not only was this being pushed on the media, but it was also being pushed by certain witnesses too. They also need to come clean with that too, because they from the get-go said that there was also video. Oh, and then lo and behold, Tommy Kelleher, there's no video.
Tommy Kelleher retired, by the way. Boozy, you know what that's called? That's called
gaslighting. It's called gaslighting. It's called gaslighting.
That's called the Commonwealth or the state police giving something to the news media to run a narrative, to put pressure on someone to think, oh my God, they have video, I better make a deal.
That was the quick thinking plan.
Uh-huh.
And they ran with it. And then they had to retract it later. But they were given that information and trusted it. So where'd they get the information? Who did they trust?
Early on. When was that report?
That was like on the second day.
Yeah, right away.
I hate to say it. I remember that very first report going, wow, I can't believe that happened. I can't believe where it happened and whose house it was. And I'm like everybody else, you placing blame. And then, a couple days later that comes out and I saw that exact report and I'm like, oh, they got a video of it. Well, that put me on ice for a year and a half. And then all of a sudden you get the autopsy photos and boom. And we're thinking a whole different ball game now.
Yeah. And everybody's when you're on the, doesn't matter where you are. If you're local and you're watching this news, you're going to believe the news. Channel 4 is not going to lie to you. Why would Channel 4 lie to me? Oh my God, they got video? Oh, she's screwed.
It's the I-team, John.
Yeah.
The I-team, the trusted I-team that we've been listening to for years and years and years.
That. 2 years to retract that.
Yeah. Listen, some reports didn't get written for 2 years.
Yeah, and that's why we got trapped in the snow back in the blizzard in '78, because you can't believe them.
They wonder why. They wonder why we're pissed.
Yeah, they wonder why every year, we're getting 2-3 inches. Go get bread and milk, because we don't trust you. Every time you tell us we're getting 2-3 inches, every Shaw's and Stop and Shop is out of bread and milk.
I'm just really not down with the count of specific people that are pushing a narrative now, calling the quote unquote other side or anyone that questions other than, the witnesses, quote unquote witnesses' stories. They push a very specific side, but then 2 years ago, it was the opposite story. Well, there's video. Well, there's this. And then there's this. Well, there's no video. And now you're trying to tell us, well, we don't trust certain creators or YouTubers because they don't correct their narrative. Motherfucker, well, guess what? Now you can correct your narrative. Suck on that, Julie. Fix that the next time you guys are live.
Okay, I was going to be nicer about that, but that works.
No, I'm not going to be nice. I'm not going to be nice specifically. And then you can try go ahead, talk about
how do we
it.
Expect to get her to come on. Get Julie to come on if we're going to beat her up.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to beat her up. I just want to get the facts. I just want to agree on what the facts are. All right. They got this wrong. All right. I got something wrong, and I'm going to apologize for it very shortly.
John, you got something wrong?
I did. We're going to apologize about it very shortly when we get to it right here.
And that investigators have video from a Ring doorbell camera.
Have you ever heard a Free Karen Reed YouTube law tuber, anyone correct themselves? Ever?
No.
In 3 years?
No.
Ever?
No. There are no retractions. There are no corrections. It's just, they just leave it out there.
Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold up. Sorry, I got to bring Erica Boozy on. I would like to apologize to all of the anti-Free Karen Reed people. I made a mistake 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, Eric Boozy wasn't here. You were with me. We did a show.
I wasn't part of this.
We did a show, all right, in which we talked about Jen and Kerry's texts and movements all day long. Correct? Remember this was the show in which Jen went in to take a poop. The poop show.
A nap, yeah.
You said nap, I said poop. Okay. All right. I made a mistake. In a huge mistake. I totally left out the fact that they didn't come from One Meadows to Lang's. They actually went home to Jen's house on County Lane. They got a call from Proctor. They left Jen's house on County Lane and drove to 34 Fairview for 4 minutes before they went to Lang's house. They literally passed Lang's house, went to 34, then went to Lang's. 4 friggin' minutes. All right? I missed it. And I apologize that I left those 4 minutes at 34 Fairview doing who knows what, talking to who knows who, out. So, without any further ado, I would like to present 4 minutes at Fairview.
Thank you.
I went to the O'Keefe's house.
I didn't. Yeah, you did.
Jen said they drove straight to Lanks. No stops, no slowdowns, no Fairview. Except the GPS timing and basic math all say 4 minutes missing. Drive to chaos, snow still on the ground. Jen and Carrie take a drive across this little town. Said they went from O'Keefe's to Lanks House clean. But the timeline's tighter than the making it seem. You don't get from point A to B that fast. Not with blizzard roads and the path they passed. 4 minutes Spanish somewhere on that ride. And every time she dies, she swears they never pulled aside. But 4 minutes ain't magic. 4 minutes leaves a trace, especially when Fairview is smack between the place.
We didn't stop by. Maybe Carrie slowed down, but we did not stop by 34.
It's 4 minutes at Fairview, 4 minutes Jen can't explain. 4 minutes of we never stop, but the timing screams a name. 4 minutes of off the record, 4 minutes she swears ain't true. But 4 minutes at Fairview, tell a story she won't do.
It was Carrie dropping her daughter at one of her good friends' house, whose husband happens to be a Canton cop.
Never check that street. Never roll by the house where the timelines meet.
We didn't stop by. Maybe Carrie slowed down, but we did not stop by 34.
Nope, 4 minutes.
Looked at the berm, never saw those lights. Just straight to Lang's house, yeah, sure. In a blizzard's white, but Carrie's a talker.
Carrie's a talker, so
Details spill, and Lang's wife magically appears on the hill. Never went inside, didn't meet my glance.
Is the truth that it had everything
Would these 4 minutes keep bouncing like checks from a certain bank? 4 minutes that don't add up, 4 minutes that crack the door. In every version Jen gives changes just a little more. 4 minutes at Fairview, 4 minutes she swears the lies. 4 minutes she waves away when the truth ain't on her side. 4 minutes between two houses, 4 minutes she hides from view. But 4 minutes at Fairview might be where the truth came through.
the two of us were trying to figure out what had happened to our friend.
Her sister was there writing down the timeline for us. Her sister Denise.
Street like that, not when John was found the day before. Not when the whole damn town was watching. Not when Proctor's calling from the other end of the phone. Maybe they passed, maybe they paused, maybe they checked who was there or who wasn't.
As you said, that's your story. I confronted you with the text message. You said she's telling them everything.
The two of us were trying to figure out what had happened to our friend.
Her sister was there writing down the timeline for us. Her sister Denise.
It's her friend.
Eric, want to take a guess how long that song was?
4 minutes. 4. John, I just want to. Tomorrow's December 1st, correct?
Yeah.
How's the holiday album coming?
4 minutes of Fairview. I apologize. I messed up. I was wrong two weeks ago. I'm sorry. Totally apologize. There you guys go. Julie. Now you guys can't say nobody apologizes.
John, you can't be right all the time, buddy.
Yeah, I can't be right.
At least you own it.
Yep. That one will be on Spotify shortly. Well, it's her friend. Her friend.
Along with Arca too. I mean, the
Okay. So then these ladies get into the talk about ARCA. Here we go.
Daniel Wolf is giving speeches.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for part 2.
Oh, wait. Daniel Wolf. I need like that one, Bruce. Is this Daniel Wolf giving a speech? Who's this,
So
Bruce?
I do appreciate that you cut out the actual logo because they are going after other creators for the logo usage.
I saw that.
Be
But
careful.
we are talking about them, so it's okay. This is well within the rules. I've already run everything by legal. All right.
If it's on the internet, it's forever, right?
It is fair market right now because we are analyzing and talking about the fact that these guys, along with ARCA, live in a capitalistic society. There's nothing wrong with the fact that ARCA went and did a speech at some hotel or wherever they did it, and there's nothing wrong with the fact that these guys right here are doing a YouTube presentation.
Well, no, we need to hold on. We need to make it crystal clear that ARCA in itself is its own company. It was only Dr. Daniel Wolf who went to speak at a college presentation. That's it.
Right. He got paid to go speak about what?
Well, it was whatever biomechanical thing, and then parts of it were the investigation of John O'Keefe's murder.
Right. And at the end of the day, because of his involvement in the trial, he was able to capitalize and get paid telling his story.
But he was already doing that, though. This wasn't like, he was only doing this because of his testimony in trial 1 or 2. He was already like a public speaker of sorts. So he already had testified that. And then during the voir dire, that had come up as well. Usually when people work for these type of companies, they do other things on top of working for these companies, including not only being an expert, literally an expert in court, but then also doing these presentations. It's just a big part of the career. Could they only be an expert? Yeah. Could you only be an accident reconstructionist? Yeah. But if you're going to get paid 5 times the amount to do an hour speech at a college, all expenses paid, would you do it?
Absolutely.
Hey, can we circle back to my troll this morning and not this morning, at the beginning of the show and the forehead? I just want to let you know, these people have, these two have huge forehead. That's horrible. I don't want to
John,
do that.
When did you become so mean?
I know. I apologize. That troll got me.
Please. Get triggered?
Triggered. They got to text me at 2:40 this morning. I know it.
Of this special edition of Ask the Expert. I'm Heather Barnhart, and I have with me again Ian Whiffen, and we're discussing the Karen Reed case. If you
they got 3.5 months
didn't
ago.
watch part 1, go back and spend the time to understand how Ian got involved in this case, some of the chaos behind it, and what the key digital evidence actually was.
The misleading testimony about payments and things like that.
They're worried about payment.
The 3 of us heard from Jen, or the 4 of us heard from Jen, Jen McCabe, and I'm hoping she doesn't mind that I'm saying this, but I just need to let y'all know, whoever has donated, and if it's $5, $10, $100, whatever it is, it has meant the world to these families. And Jen McCabe, the Alberts, I've heard from Brian Higgins.
She's heard from Brian Higgins.
Hey,
Carrie Lama is talking to Brian Higgins.
Wellness check.
How do you know Carrie Lama's not talking to Brian Higgins? Does he like you?
Are you spreading rumors?
No, I'm just asking questions. They said we can ask questions. Does he think she's hot?
Bozy.
Nope, you can deal with that.
I need some kind of deflection here.
Okay. We'll move on.
The
Isn't
sense
it
of
true
relief
that-
that they have felt that the entire world doesn't hate them, I can't even explain to you guys what this means to them, but mostly because they're adults, right? They can take it. They're adults. They're kids.
Yep.
They're kids. They don't do anything anymore. They don't go anywhere.
They don't go anywhere. Boozy, where were they? At the Boston when the Canton boys made it to the state finals. Where were they before
They were
the
at
game?
they were at the Greatest Bar on the 3rd floor, where you can like rent like a private type of thing, because they had one floor as one team and the other floor as the other team or whatever.
Yeah, Boozy, where was Chris and his son on Thanksgiving last year?
Last year?
If you don't know, Eric does. That was the Legion.
Oh yeah.
Remember? Remember the Legion? And Chris was
That's
asked.
already been a year. Holy moly.
Right? And now,
This
where
year-
were they just a couple last week? Elsie's table. Right? Right before Thanksgiving. Allegedly asked to leave. I'm putting it nicely. Okay? Don't tell me that they don't go anywhere. They're everywhere. Colin's out calling friggin' Lucky an egghead. Don't say he doesn't go out.
Don't go out.
You sure about that?
And people using their real names, right? Not being afraid, standing up for them.
Let's see real names. Oh, there's a real name. Where else? Oh, real name. Real
And
name.
I just
real
want
name.
you all to know who have donated, whether it's donating or prayers,
Dear Tiny Jesus,
whatever it's been.
golden
They so
fleece
appreciate that. So
dappers.
thank you guys so much. And I just want you all to know how much the families really appreciate all of you guys.
And there you go. That's what I got out of the hour and a half down to 30 minutes. Ladies, I told you at the beginning, I like the show. I don't like the information. I can watch that show. I can watch them. They're very polite.
I'm very interested to see what Chris has to say, what Kerry has to say. I'm hoping they're, on the next episode.
Yep. Can't wait.
Maybe have them one at a time. Have one this week and then one next week. That'd be even better.
Kerry's show's going to go long. You know why?
Why? Because she's a talker. John, if we have her on, we're going to have to make sure the Kronks know to, take a nap, because we're looking for 4.5 hours. We might set a record at 5 hours.
Yeah.
A talker.
She's blunt. Not like Jen.
She's, not afraid to explain herself.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the show. Kudos to them for I mean, they should have done this 2 years ago, but whatever. They want to do this now. I think they're doing it now because it's a civil trial and whatever. But
well, first foot forward.
Mullins, you usually don't disagree with me. Huh? Thanks.
and because I know they like to keep promoting the fact that, oh, we're so excited that the case has now gone to the federal and there'll be no cameras. Like, you totally missed out on all the shit they were talking about Alan Jackson, and there's no more Alan Jackson show. They called hold on. They called us carnival barkers. So, like, the reason why I'm a little fiery is because, like, if you're going to be rude, I'm going to be rude back. So while the boys want to be nice, I'm done. So, no, you called us the carnival barkers. So you can go kick rocks, and just because it's in federal, just because it's in federal now does not mean it's going to stay there. And instead of being so excited and going on this whole campaign, calling all of the media sources, reaching out to Ted Daniel, yada, yada, why don't you do a little bit of research? I've been doing plenty of research. I've been making phone calls to make sure when I'm speaking about it, I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about. And just because it's in federal doesn't mean it's going to stay there, because there's a defendant that's pending. I don't know if you heard about the Massachusetts State Police. I don't know if you heard about something called the 11th Amendment, or maybe what sovereign immunity is. Maybe look up those things and you'll see why, on top of 3 or 4 other reasons why it's most likely not going to stay federal, and how there will be cameras in the courtroom because it's going to get sent back to the state. I would say wait for Karen's next motion to remand, and we'll see if a judge even wants to have a hearing on this, considering of adding the defendant, at minimum, the Massachusetts State Police. That's all.
Can you give us the Cliff Note version of why the state police, or and I think it's just state police, would not stay in the federal courts?
She doesn't need the Cliff Notes. Woozy. You don't need Cliff Notes. Don't make it short.
No. I do. I need the Cliff Notes.
It is. Listen, this is what I do day in and day out. People ask me all the time on the TikTok, what the hell does this mean? Very simple. The 11th Amendment literally says that when the feds cannot, if there's a civil case, the feds cannot look over that case in layman's terms when it has to deal with the state or a state entity, including the Massachusetts State Police. The reason why Karen has not added the Massachusetts State Police yet is because she has to wait a certain amount of time before they can respond, and then they get either added or they settle outside of court. That period of time is called a presentment period. Okay? So basically, she couldn't add them right away, which is why they're not in the case yet. They're going to be, though.
Bozy, can you see any situation where Karen settles with any of these lawsuits?
Absolutely not.
John, I was asking Bozy.
Okay.
So this is the thing. You know, there's been a couple of conversations, and people have just been asking me, and I've seen it floating around the different social medias, like, what would happen then if she did settle out of court, just even with the Massachusetts State Police? If you want my personal opinion, I don't see it happening. But if she was, there's still other factors that would make a federal judge go, no, this is too much. One of them being that the O'Keefe's estate lawsuit against Karen, Mark Diller, their attorney, has already spoken positively about consolidating at minimum for discovery. He said, he said, quote unquote, we're tabling consolidating the cases completely together, but at least for discovery, because Mark Diller has been in communication with James Tuxbury, who's the House Defendants attorney. They've already been in communications, as well as a potential Proctor attorney, a potential who's the other one? Yuri potential, and then Tully does have his own attorney. So Mark Diller has been in communication with all these attorneys, right? And they've already talked about doing discovery together in conjunction with the O'Keefe lawsuit. But if you're going to have the House Defendants case in federal, that wipes that. That's not happening. So what would happen there is now you're going to have people like Jen McCabe sitting in for 2 different depositions.
Good luck.
Federal and state, is that what you're saying?
Good luck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
Because
you know what Johnson would say? Do it.
Are those foilable? I mean, can they share the information between the two, the state and the feds?
No. Well, that's the thing. It would be 2 separate cases.
Yep.
So could there eventually down the line? Could be, but this is the thing. There's so many parts when it comes to each of these lawsuits, because now you're also talking about the House Defendants also putting their own lawsuit against Karen. So it's like you have all these little sideshows. So a federal judge is going to go, hey, there's a lot going on here. Push this all back into the state, and you guys can all figure this out. There's too many moving parts. But
I've had 2 people tell me the same thing.
Well, that's the thing. And someone else also asked me a good question, was like, well, couldn't they technically have just the Massachusetts State Police in the state, and then everything else House Defendant wise and Proctor and, all of them in the feds? Yeah, but then again, federal judges don't like piecemeal. They don't like seeing bits and pieces in sections of a case. They want it all in one. They want one judge, one jury, one set of discovery, evidence, one ruling, period. And putting Massachusetts State Police back in the state and not the entire case is highly unlikely. It's very highly unlikely. Like, in order for the Massachusetts State Police to be brought into the federal court system in this case, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts would literally have to waive their 11th Amendment constitutional right.
And they're not going to do that.
Right. They would have to say, hey, feds, it's okay for you to take over my constitutional right. If you were saying they were like a human being, it's okay for you to do this and basically set a precedent against their own institution. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and they're not going to do that.
Right, because then guess what? That precedent is now case law and can be used in future cases for the feds to then potentially take their own cases against states and state entities. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you, it's not going to happen.
If it did happen, would that make each individual within law enforcement have no protection as far as their own personal lives go?
Well, here's the thing. So, like, Proctor, Yuri, and Tully are being sued just as their own person, and then you have the separate entity.
Right.
So
but I'm telling you, Boozy's correct. The state police are never going to be okay with this.
Right, they're going to want to keep it in house or in the state, anyways.
But hold on, even if say for some goddamn reason the Massachusetts State Police were okay with it, they would still have to get the quote unquote okay by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. It's not up to the state police. It's up to the state to allow it.
Who has that say? Is that the AG? Is that the governor?
That's them up and above.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I don't know. I don't know who they are.
It's them and above.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. Captain McCormick, they're all on their personal phones. They're not personal phones. If you look at the contracts, especially for Canton and for state, right? The minute the tax is so Canton, they're all paid. There's a line item in their contract in which they basically get a stipend for their phones. So the minute their phones are paid for by us, they're all public requestable.
And John, Helena is still doing details, correct?
Still doing details, but that doesn't make her an employee anymore. The fact that there's now it's alleged that she's doing the scheduling. Okay. And now I'm telling you, all right.
Doing the scheduling from home or something? Or on the detail?
No, from the basement of the station. All right. Now they're going to go ahead and try to deny it all they want, right? Or they're going to tell her to stop, whatever the case. Okay. All right. I know this has been going on. So allegedly she's been down in the station doing scheduling, okay? Whether it's on the clock or off the clock, okay? And if they want to fight us on it, then I want every camera showing the cars coming and going so I can see that little white Kia Soul coming and going, that little S-Box that she's driving around in, right? Anyways, the fact that they can't get her phone because she's retired and she's taking all of her phone and messages and emails with her is bullshit. Because the stuff she did when she was on the clock, the town should be able to go back to her and say, we want it. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen is she's going to give you the same thing as you saw in one of those Emily's, I think it was Emily. No, it was with Marbury versus Marbury, where one of those, the one report that Gallagher did right, 2 different spots shows both phones got turned back into like Verizon or Team, wherever they bought them from. In other words, every one of them got new phones. Even the police. There's nothing on their old phones. They all got rid of their phones, people. So, Good got a new phone? I have to go back and look at who the 2 people. I think it was Gallagher and Good, or Gallagher and Lank, or whatever. They all got new phones after they took the pictures at 34. They then upgraded to new phones and got rid of their phones, just like Higgins and Brian did. They all got new phones. It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
You think Helena's got a new phone?
Oh no, Helena retired. Took the phone with her.
Well, they're great. She took the phone with her.
Do the work and ask her for it, and she's going to tell him. She's going to tell him whatever she doesn't have. All she has to say is, "Yeah, no, I don't have it anymore."
Yeah, but can't you go right to the provider?
If it's still in the cloud, you don't think every one of them has deleted their cloud now? Every one of them is like, "Holy crap!" Except for Good and his ER or A texts.
John,
Well,
there's no
no,
guarantee those clouds are clean.
You still, if you want to get phone call, text records, you can still go to the actual provider.
Yeah. I told
the
you.
internet's forever.
I told you, happened to me. Helena and I had many texts and many phone calls. Somebody did an information request to the town about those calls. The town went back to that person and said, there are no responses for those calls. That person came to me and said, hey, somebody's lying. I said, I'm not lying. I'll show you my T-Mobile bill. I'll show you I'll show you the record of them all. I'll show you all the screenshots. I still have them on my phone. But they didn't give them to the person that was asking because she used her private phone and she basically told them, nope, I have nothing. She lied to them.
Well, but you know what, though? It doesn't really matter what you do with your phone when you text and message people like Michael Proctor.
Right. Yeah. They're all going to it's all going to disappear because now they know. And it's like 2.5 years. I'm telling you, those 2.5 years of them going after Karen wasn't so much to go after Karen. It was to get rid of all their shit. Right? They had 2 years to get rid of all their shit. Every one of them. Good was the only one that was an idiot that didn't. Hey, do you think that going back 2 weeks ago when Jen spent an hour at Lanks, I mean, my hot tub is set for 20 minutes. Do you think maybe she went over just to use the hot tub instead of going to the bathroom? I know he's got a nice little hot tub back there.
John, are you all right?
Yeah, just wondering.
I do just want to, we're talking about correcting. Good got in trouble because of the data from Michael Proctor's phone.
Between him and Proctor, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what right. So you just happened to say it was from Good's phone. We don't know that. We know
still don't have an update. And how long has that been? Are we getting under a month?
Just to find out between 3 little letters, an ER and A.
I had heard originally it was a 5-day with pay. Now are we into week 3, 4, or what's going on?
Mm-hmm. Well, remember, it was one of the select board meetings where Perkins had said that, right? Oh no, that was JR that said it.
Yeah. But I don't believe, unless we've missed it, I don't believe there's been an update.
No, you're right, Eric. We haven't.
Nope, but there's been no update.
How do we find out, John? Boozy.
You have to wait until the select board does one of those. Hey, just going to let you know, before we get to the 3-minute, I want to make an announcement, and they give you that 30-second announcement.
No, we don't have to wait. Someone can shoot an email to Perkins for an update.
It would be nice.
Or Charlie, right?
How about Perkins? How about Perkins? Remember how Elena used to always go sit in that chair and ask for stoves and fences and shooting galleries? Why doesn't Perkins get up there and go sit in that chair, right? And give us updates on what's going on with it.
Because the select board's not going to ask him to, for one.
Of course not, because they don't want to know.
He's welcome to come on the Chronicle and answer some questions.
Yeah.
Boozy, that's your job. You got to sweet talk that one.
No. Okay, no, I think because he's been pretty damn responsive to everything else. And when he hasn't been responsive and people have asked him to be responsive, he's responded.
He has been very responsive.
So that's what I mean. So all we got to do is put it out there. We need an update. Maybe we'll have someone send an email and see what that email says.
Boozy, speaking of update.
Listen, if not, there will be a FOIA request that they will have to respond to.
Yeah, and then wait 11 days.
No, you know something? If you're right, if somebody called him, left him a voicemail, he'd return the call.
Well, we want an email. We don't want a phone. No, we want an email.
Either way. However you want to do it, I'm okay with the email.
Always in writing,
I'm just saying
always in writing.
I'm just saying he's that kind of guy that I think, not that I know him like a friend. I'm just saying he was very responsive to me, so I'm going to assume that that's the way he is.
Well, yeah, I remember that Monday morning after Sean Good. He was answering an email at like 6:30 in the morning.
He did answer it right away.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was pretty quick to respond after the statement went out that there would be another statement in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what hasn't been answered yet?
Why Helena's doing the schedule?
No. Well, yes, that. But back on November 18th.
Allegedly.
No, this is real. Back on November 18th, very straightforward public records request was sent to the Canton Police Department. Simple question. Who were the 3 plainclothes Canton officers or detectives who went to 34 Fairview during the search? Right? Who showed up? And who sent them? That's it.
When was that?
That was on November 18th. Right? Nobody, we never found out in trial 1 or trial 2. There was no testimony about it, no official documents, not even by accident, not even by, like the feds. Right? So just who are they and who authorized them? Oh, and there was a third one. Were they on the clock? That's it. Were they on the clock? Who sent them and who they were?
Is the public records request still on the clock? They got another day or two? Is that what's going on?
December 3rd or 4th, we should get an answer from them. And because we know, remember, Trooper Dunn, remember how the CERT guy, what's his name? O'Halloran, O'Toole, O'Hara. Remember how O'Hara said that they had his 7 members, and then there was 3 other Mass State Police, but he didn't name them. And then there was 2 other Mass State Police and 3 Canton officers. He said plainclothes, could have been officers, could have been detectives. We know for a fact, and Tully was one too. So we're only short 1 state trooper because the other one was Trooper Dunn because he was the one that bagged and tagged everything because he said that in his testimony in trial 2. Trooper Dunn was one of the other unnamed stadies. So now there's only one unnamed stadie and 3 Canton officers. We just like to know who the 3 Canton officers were, who sent them, who they were, and were they on the clock.
And these were the officers that were with the CERT team at 5, 6 o'clock at night.
Yep.
And it would make sense with the whole Kelly Dever saying that she saw the 2 of them in the Sallyport together. If they had to put out 3 officers to go to 34 Fairview, why they would have kept Dever in dispatch?
Exactly.
So
imagine if it's
are we kind of alluding that a sergeant would have been one of them?
We're not alluding. We're waiting to December 3rd. Yeah. We can guess. We can take educated guesses.
I'd rather not.
No, I don't want to either. I'll wait to December 3rd.
We've been patient this long.
But here's the thing. I want it in writing. We just want to see it in writing. That's all. Yeah. I love my Kronks. I got Kronks in the chat, Kronks in the text telling me they're in the chat. I see you. I see you all. I'm not wearing my glasses, but I have a big screen TV in front of me tonight.
Nobody better than a Kronk.
I love my Kronks. Our Kronks. My bad. Love our Kronks. Which leads us to the last thing. And guys, it's 8:52. We got through this. We got through this pretty fast. It did go fast.
We're mastering the 2-hour show now.
We are. So next week's show, people, is going to be on Monday night because Sunday is the Shoresy game, and we're still waiting for our winner to text me so I can go through the logistics with her. But do you remember?
Maybe the winner wasn't watching last week, and you put the winner's name up.
Yeah. Dina Bellina. Dina Bellina. Is that it? Is that the right way you say it?
I believe that's the right way.
Dina Bellina. Now there were people again. Dina Bellina. Dina Bellina was the winner. Excuse me. I did fuck up, and I have offered the 2 people. There were 2, and it was because of the filter on YouTube that didn't show me all the text. There was 2 people that didn't make the drawing, and one of them is in here, and I see one of them as we speak. I am getting a very heavy duty, not the cheap stuff. I'm making just for you, your one and only, a one-off. Nobody else is going to get the sweatshirt that you're getting. You're going to get your own personalized Canton Chronicle sweatshirt.
Is it going to say number 1 Kronk on the sleeve?
It's going to. And Shari, we've talked, and the office stands for you too. I will get you a personalized sweatshirt also. So while we're there, let's go through a couple of our super chats. Boozy, can you help me out so I can get the
I'm on my mobile tonight. I don't know if I can.
I got it. I can pull them up. How about, can you read them as I pull them up?
Have Eric do it because I got one eye closed.
Oh boy!
Okay. I saw a couple riding dirty on scooters today. I bet it would make a nice date night.
Meatball Morrissey, Sketty Stain.
Meatball Morrissey. Yep.
Sketty Stain.
Give us the fucking timeline. And we'll go easy on you.
Bridget Pike. $10. Thank you very much. I'm staying awake. So excited to see us live. I usually watch in the morning because I get up for work at 3 a.m. Holy crap. You beat me. I'm up at 5. But you're a rebel today. Thank you. Dixie, Eric, and Number one, Boozy Beauty. Look at you with a heart. Boozy gets a heart. We don't. But there's Bridget Pike, little blondie over there. She gets.
Give us the fucking timeline. And we'll go easy on you.
DJ. Good evening, Johnny, Boozy, Eric. Just wanted to say that you guys have been doing such an outstanding research and analysis. Most of it's on Boozy. Thank you, DJ.
Thank you, DJ.
I got ADD, so some of this stuff just pops out at me, but the real research is Boozy. You get this.
It's her friend.
That's my new
lovely, lovely Sherry. Speaking of gifts, did you tell Larry I entered the contest correctly? Yes, I did. We just went through it.
Did. I found that out after the show last week, and I apologize for getting that wrong. You paid attention and
I fucked up.
Followed directions, Sherry.
Sure, gets. You know who we haven't heard from tonight? Sherry gets to Peter. Harry is a talker. There's anything you can say will be used against you. Yes, Richie, you know better than anyone else. It will be used against you.
It's her friend.
Hasn't stopped Richie.
Dr. Wolf is living a good life away from Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. Stupid. Yes, he is. Absolutely, he is.
Give us fucking McDonough. And we'll go easy on you.
And the last one. The House defendants don't want to be in front of the judge. We don't know if it won't be a female judge, right? Which judge in the federal is it?
It's Judge Casper. So I brought up Mizzy's comment because that was the other part of it that I forgot to touch upon. They were on and on and on their freaking live stream being like, Alan Jackson this, no more horse and pony show that. I'm like, they're not going to deal with people that are difficult on the witness stand either. Like, this judge is not going to have it. So they want to talk about no shenanigans coming from the Karen Reed side. Good luck on your side, because this judge is not going to. This judge is so involved with so many other things when it comes to the Karen Reed stuff. Like, they think because it's in the federal aspect that they're just going to be coming out clean and everything's so much better for them. It's not.
Well, they're trying to put the narrative out there to the people like us and the people that watch people like us that, no, you won't, there'll be nothing to see. It's all, gone is the circus.
This is
okay,
this is also chief judge.
Who was the male judge that? Yeah, who was the male judge that pushed it back? Who was the federal male judge that there was a? I'll come up with it.
I believe Judge Casper was the presiding judge over Whitey Bulge's case.
Hey, I wonder who this is.
Okay.
Wait, go back to Falwell's judge. Judge Casper is
Farwell's judge.
Farwell's judge.
Yeah. You can change your name, but we still
no nonsense.
No. Nope. Here it is.
No, that's not a changed name, John. That's everybody showing up as their @, instead of their.
Oh, that's right. I don't know. It's
random. It's random.
One.
I log in one time. It's me. One time it's @Duke's Bosox.
Right. I know. It's so. All right. So Gary. Hi, Gary. Gary, you missed a lot. You're gonna have to go back and watch.
No, Gary's been home watching since the beginning.
Amy, you need to remove yourself from the drawing. We already had the drawing. The drawing was last week, Amy.
Be nice, John.
I'm just saying, Amy. The drawing was last week. Unless Amy is Dina Bellina.
Amy, There'll be other drawings, but if you are Dina Bellina, congratulations.
Right. Sorry. Nope, she's not Dina Bellina.
Are you telling me we don't know who Dina Bellina is yet? They haven't contacted us?
I don't know. I probably have met in person 1/10 of our cronies. Not even.
Dina, if you're in the chat, put a 1 up. But just Dina.
Amy, it's not your legs that we need, it's your brain. Amy, we just want you here for your personality and your brain, not your legs. Beverly. Oh, Lena's. I used to go to Lena's in Beverly. There's a sub shop up. Lena's in Beverly is one of those. There was 2 little old ladies. You'd go in and order your. I used to deliver the food there, but when you go in at lunch to make the food, to order your sub, they would take the meat right out of the thing, put it in the slices. They'd slice it to every sandwich to everyone. 2 little old ladies. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Taekwondo Bill is in the chat.
Tai Chi is not Taekwondo.
Tai Chi jerk. It's here. Hiya! It's not Tai Chi, right?
And just a little a shout out to anyone that knows more in depth about Judge Casper. If you could send me a DM on Twitter or TikTok so I can take a peek at it, because I would like to learn more about Judge Casper.
I'm not
Please and
sure,
thanks.
but I think she presided over Whitey Bulger's case.
Yes, she did.
She did.
Yeah. That in itself was very interesting.
We don't talk about jerk movements on this channel, but thank you. Boozy, what do you think?
So Boozy, why do you think Harris team filed in federal court? She didn't. She filed in Bristol County. It was the House Defendants that put in for a venue change. And then that automatically gets accepted into the federal system. So right now the docket is in federal court. I know there was some misconceptions going on online about that. So it's automatically in the federal court. We'll most likely see within, I think Karen's team has like another 20 days to file a motion to remand. And then the judge can either accept the case, have a hearing with arguments, or just deny the case and bring it back to the state. So yeah, she filed in Bristol County, and then it was the House Defendants that pushed it to federal.
There you go. So
You're
guys,
welcome.
so let's say thank you, Boozy, for all the freaking knowledge. Okay, because she brings it, and this is her with one eye open. Imagine if she had both eyes open. Okay.
Yeah, I only got one eye. I'm very tired.
No, you brought it. You brought it tonight. I missed you. I really did. I missed you. And I hope you really did have a good Thanksgiving. So, and we're gonna see each other on Sunday. We're gonna be at the Garden again. Jesus Christ, this is twice in 1 year. We're going to the Garden. Mullins has never been to the Garden.
Oh, I know. What the heck?
I know. So, guys, like I said, next week's show is on Monday. Thursday, I'm gonna be at Boston. You might get a pop up. Oh, I can't. Thursday, their show's Thursday at 7, right?
John, Select Board Tuesday.
Yes, we got the Select Board Tuesday. I'll be there. We've got their show is Thursday at 7, but the tree lighting at Boston Common, I got front row seats. So I'm going to the front row.
John, you can watch the show on replay, buddy.
I will watch it on my way home. Ladies, Julie Carpenter, I know you're probably still watching. I promise I will watch a show. I know you guys lied in your show because you texted on Twitter saying you guys would never watch our show. You watched our show. Thank you. And I will watch your show. All right.
Why would you?
I know. I don't hate them and I don't dislike them. Listen, you got to see what.
Listen, Chris is welcome on our show anytime he wants to come.
Absolutely. And the offer stands. If you want to try, if we can make a deal, we'd love to do a dual show where you can piggyback off us, we can piggyback off your show, and we'll do a show together. But yeah, it's going to be a packed week for the Dixon-siders, Prixon-siders. Packed week for the Dixie.
How many of those did you palm today?
I was reading two things at once. Yeah. So select board Tuesday. Thursday is going to be the Boston Common tree lighting, where I get to go see the premiere of Nova Scotia again. I got to meet him last year. I'll meet him again this year. One of my cousins' hockey teammates is one of the Mounties that comes down. She's one of the Mounties that'll be coming down with the tree. We might have some. So we'll have a lot of footage, and then for other things, there's other things planned for this week, and then Schwarzy on Sunday. I'll see Eric. I'll see you and Boozy on Sunday, and every one of you guys. We will see you guys all on next Monday. Eric, can you do? Do you want to do 7? You want to do 8? Because it's a Monday night.
Monday night. Can we? How's 7:30 sound?
7:30 works for me. Boozy. She's asleep.
Maybe. I know. I'm fond of.
7:30. All right for you next Monday?
I can't think right now.
Okay, we'll talk later.
Go to bed.
Boozy, say goodbye.
Good night, everyone. To all, a good night.
Oh, let's just get on the ass.